Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play From Beyond Prologue. Alright, so, let's go ahead and head down to the village now. Or at least get closer to it. The howl of wind and wolves fill the air as you approach the narrow switchback trail that leads down the mountainside. Daywalker, explore all paths in the forest. Fantastic. Now this looks like something's like brewing over here. What is this? Looks like a storm. Oh, it literally looks like a storm is brewing. Your lungs burn and ears chill from the frigid breeze. The trail doubles back 7 times. It straightens out at the bottom of the 200-foot deep valley, flanked by scattered scree. Scattered scree? What's scree? The trail does the same thing. It's nothing different. It's kind of weird. You see, like, I'm clicking on the town, but it's nowhere near the trail, but I guess that's all the flavor text, so, okay. Whoops! Treading down the switchback, the wind kicks up. One unfortunate misstep later, the edge of the trail gives way. You plummet to the ground below. White fades to black. Oh! That's supposed to happen. No, my inventory! My bag. Your head throbs and your body aches. You cough, blink, and when light hits your eyes, a few burning white sensation greets them. A new burning white sensation greets them. The shapeless white blur slowly comes into focus and forms a snow-covered field. You lay at the bottom of the mountain. The trail has partially avalanched behind you, and your bag is missing. I mean, it's right there. Participation Pug, you made it to the bottom of the cliff. Okay. I'm getting achievements left and right, guys. It's your field bag! Well, okay. Oh no! You pick up your field bag. Taking a quick inventory, it appears that you have lost several pieces of gear in the fall. Oh, that's bullshit! I lost like everything! Oh no! There's a large crack in the earth next to you with warm air venting out of it. But my sword! In the distance you can see a road leading to what looks like a farmhouse. Alright, well that's just great. Anything in my journal about this? Let's see, there we go, it is. Glorious! At the bottom of the cliff lies my destiny. I am vindicated. This vista holds the promise that all my sacrifices have been worth it. Are you sure? You sure about that? From here the village looks to be in impeccable condition. Only a closer examination will reveal the true state of the structures. Were I not a scientist, I would believe that I am personally cursed. Misfortune happens to all, but more frequently than most to me. It seems as though my curse is tempered with a bit of luck, for I did not die this day. I suffer only bruises in both pride and body. My scientific mind, of course, knows that this all comes down to impatience begetting haste, which resulted in poor planning. My curiosity could not wait for spring's thaw, if I had but packed cleats and winter poles. Which reminds me, now I must locate my accursed pack. I mean, yes, well, we found the pack, but we lost everything else in the process. Plodding through the snow, you can see that the farm has been abandoned for ages. The roof has collapsed on the northern half of the building. House is demolished. Stepping forward, your foot kicks a couple of boards, they tumble down. Stepping forward, your foot kicks a couple of boards, they tumble down. Punctuation's I feel like missing there. You see the corner of some vellum peeking out. What is vellum? Note is hastily scribbled and barely legible. It reads, Milo in cellar, never open. Okay, open the cellar. Got it. You don't have to tell me twice, Chief. I gotcha. The barn has partially collapsed. Its front door hangs off its hinges, threatening to fall with each blow with a frigid wind. Snow-covered fields, still plowed and long abandoned, retain perennial grasses and herbs now withered and frozen in the sod. Perennial. How about this fence? The fence has long since rotted and collapsed. Let's go inside. The structure appears on the verge of collapse. You crouch and stick your head in. While the barn has partially collapsed, the numerous joists and stalls are stabilizing the roof and walls. It appears structurally sound enough for a quick peek. The floor is filled with farming equipment, sacks and barrels. In the corner, skirting a row of stalls, sits a pile of clutter. Let's see. Oh, stalls sit empty aside from ancient dusty hay and grungy feeding troughs. The wear and grooves on the wood indicates it was used for large livestock. The pitchfork leans against the stall wall. A variety of heavy furniture, farm equipment, and random items form a haphazard mound. You notice that some items seem completely out of place in a barn. I just looked. You pry the surprisingly tight lid and quickly close it again. You gag on lingering scent of what you assume was compost or manure. Horseshoes? Rusted horseshoes are securely nailed to the stall wall. I don't need it. Well, I definitely need the pitchfork. Pitchfork is old, cracked, and rusted, which means it'll probably break after one use. That's how these items always work. Oh, wait a minute. Opening the lid, you peer inside and find the barrel holds ancient grain. Astoundingly, it looks like it could have been deposited yesterday. The mix seems to be an animal feed. Oh, I didn't realize it actually, like, different ones. The barrel is mostly empty, but a coarse powder lines at the bottom. It appears to be some sort of flour and plenty of dust. This unpleasant combination causes you to erupt in a volley of sneezes. And then this one's the manure? Yeah, okay. You take a palm full of the grain. Nice. I don't need it. An assortment of ancient grains. My first... excuse me. My first immediate thought was that, oh, I could have used this maybe then for the wolf and I wouldn't have had to kill him. Yeah, but you had to get past him, so... Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't try to just go past the wolf. Oh, man, I probably missed the death there. Well, it's probably more the same, just the wolf just mauling on you. Oh, well. And it's still not going to let me take any of the horseshoes. Okay, fine. We got a pitchfork and some animal feed. Three ramshackle single-room wooden dwellings stand near the frozen field. Snowdrifts have engulfed the back of the shacks in a sweeping mound. Their roofs bow under the weight of the snow. These huts likely once housed farm laborers. Beaten up by weather and time, they are far too structurally unsound to enter. I'll be the judge of that. These huts are the same huts that I just read. These huts are all the same. The fence has long since rotten and collapsed. And this is going back, okay. You stand at a cobblestone road intersection. 4 homes lay smashed. Piles of debris form large mounds in the center of each foundation. Oh! Why would you... Ow! Why would you do... Oh my god! I'm sorry for the loud noise. Trust me, it was loud for me too! Jesus H. Christ. I jumped backwards, I'm not gonna lie. I jumped back at that. Hail, salutations, and well met, fellow person. I've been watching ye. Ye need not flee nor panic. I be here to converse well, in essence, if not practice. Do stop backing away and flailing. There be nowhere to run, and no need of it. I do hope ye comprehend me. My vernacular may well be dated. Worry not, I will adjust as we get to know each other. When ye be better adjusted, seem ready, I'll stop by for another, visit? Chat? Motherfucker! How about you don't? Oh, you're writing this in your journal? Let's see what you have to say about this shit. Now I am plagued by disembodied voices. This expedition has been rough going so far, but now I must fear losing my mind? The voice startled me so. I began running, a purely adrenal response, but soon realized that the futility of my actions and felt foolish. I have long outgrown the days where an invisible friend would be a welcome happenstance, and feel an acute disappointment that it should be so ghoulish as to watch me from afar. That being said, it seems to be exceedingly polite. I will endeavor to overcome this new difficulty, but fear it may not be an isolated occurrence. Wait, so he was just literally like a ghost talking to me, and we're just real calm about it? Examining the rubble, you get the alarming realization that the houses did not collapse. They were crushed down to their foundation. What could have done this? Some giant? A teamster... Teamster? What's a team? A teamster barn sits in the distance, doors agape. Tall, dark, and ominous, this temple is enormous. How did this modest village make something so tremendous? Wooden arcades, stalls, and apartments stand parallel to the road. Oh man, I love arcades! Crush down the foundation. Examining the rubble, foundations, the same old, same old. Yeah, well, they probably didn't build this here. Maybe they built the town around this thing. Okay, we've got lots of ways we can go. I'm making sure that I understand directionally which way I'm going. Let's kind of work left to right, shall we? You stride towards the two-story building made of thick stone blocks with smashed LED light windows. The tavern windows appear to have been broken from the outside. One window has been ripped from the stone wall entirely. Deep black stains sully the hole beneath. The fallen sign is engraved with a stein sprouting 3 stalks of wheat. The traditional image identifies this building as a tavern. Take the sign. I don't need it. The tavern doors have been torn from their hinges. The entrance seems to have been hastily barricaded by several bulky tables and any accessible furniture from the main hall. That's a good sign. It's like defend themselves from the zombie apocalypse here. That's what looks like what happened here. Okay, now this will go back. This goes in, this goes around, that goes around maybe? Up to the window. The tavern windows appear to have been broken from the outside. The lead work bows inward, with most of its glass missing. The right side of the window frame has been completely torn out. Black ooze coats the hole. The hole is just big enough for you to climb through. Fantastic! I know the right side. What about the rest of this thing? Alright, nothing else. Alright, let's not go in yet. Let's try going around. A soot-stained forge with a bellows sticking out of its side and an anvil sit inside a lopsided open-air shack. You found a note. It reads, "To the untried, unpunctual, and rather vexing apprentice of mine, John, I see you're late again, probably with that Juliana girl. I am leaving the alchemist order for you to fill. This is a test. A mole sits ready on the workbench. You know what to do." Oh, absolutely, sir. First, you just take this, pistol, and then you use it on the anvil. The anvil is bolted to a hefty oak stump. A barrel of murky water. Aw, oh, man, take the water. Take a drink. Use the water. A small basket of coal sits next to the large stone, sits next to the stone forge. A small wood slat, casting flask, sand insulation, clay mold. Metallic tongs for the forge. Take that. Tongs. A pair of heavy-duty blacksmith tongs. Bellows in perfectly working order. I don't need it. Take the anvil! Oh, wait. It's just bolted to the stump. And I couldn't take the water. Can I take any of these? I can. Alright. A generous quantity of coal. Ooh, I can maybe put that up at the fire pit. It may not have needed to be wood. Maybe it's just coal. It is a crucible to hold metallic ingots for melting. Alright. The crude clay crucible sits ready for ingots. I don't think there's anything else here. A soot-stained forge. Alright. This is a big village to look around. A single-story house sits sheltered by a dozen trees. The stone with clay daub molding, and ceramic tile roof makes for a sturdy structure. It has stood the test of time. Oh yeah, this one's actually not like all busted up like all the other ones here, right? Front door is missing. Well, except for that. The hinges hang twisted and broken. Large gashes are torn into the wall around the frame. What could have done this? There's an axe wedged into a splitting stump. Yes, please. This felling axe is in fairly good condition despite sitting in the elements for hundreds of years. The iron axe head is a bit rusted and the wooden handle is sun-bleached and worm-eaten. Worm-eaten. No, not the trees, no. This goes back. Sure. We'll go in here, I guess. Oh, this is probably not a good idea. This would be quite cozy if not for the blood trail leading to the wardrobe and the harsh draft blowing through the gaping entryway. A straw bed sits against the wall, across from a simple desk and a cold fireplace. An old quill sits on the desk. The barbs are ragged from handling. Take that. A well-worn feather quill. The final journal entry reads, "The flock will be channeling once again. Focusing their thoughts will summon from the ether spirits of the divine. How blessed I am, having been chosen by the angel. How much I have learned. We will beget miracles and prove to the non-believers that our claims are not the product of enfeebled minds or mania. But now I face a predicament. I have mislaid the sacred symbol. The other day I may have glimpsed it hanging from the neck of a goat." Oh, they misplaced the symbol. "It must have been one of the children up to hijinks again. No matter. Now I can open the doors without it, thanks to the divine." The bed consists of a simple straw mat on a wooden frame. Oh, let's just take a nap, shall we? Oh, we can't. The stone fireplace sits empty. Use the coal? Nope. Doesn't matter. We don't even have our matches anyways. What do I care? Alright, well. Large wooden wardrobe sits in the back of the room with a blood trail leading right to it. I have a feeling we cannot open this. No. We're gonna need that symbol or whatever, I suppose. Should I write that down? I suppose I should, right? Need what? Symbol for wardrobe. Nothing else is in here. Okay. We'll leave there. We'll come back. We'll just say the forge. Maybe I don't know if I'll have to do that task or not. Possibly. Let's go ahead and go in the tavern, I guess. Oh my! Alright, well, we're just hailing Satan in here. The tavern looks like a war zone. The furniture is splintered or wedged against the entry doors and windows. The stairs have been completely destroyed. And there's a dead man hanging from the ceiling! A skeleton hangs from a noose in the rafters. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it. The symbol is directly below the hanged skeleton. A stained cleaning bucket awkwardly sits next to the star. Drawn in blood is a star with a flame inside it. A rough wooden table. Most of the furniture has been broken or wedged against the doors and windows. Stairs look like something huge slammed through them, splattering patrons inwards on the wall behind. Oh, what? The stairs slammed through them. Ah, okay. An empty wooden crate. Wooden stool. How's it hanging, buddy? No answer. I thought so as much. Use the pitchfork on him! While attempting to use the pitchfork, the how do you pronounce this word? Desiccated? Wooden handle snaps and falls apart in your hands. Remember what I said? That it would break after one use? No fucking kidding. It broke just immediately. I didn't even get to, like, use it. It's just gone now. Alright, well, what was the point of giving me that shit? It probably has junk items just like the other MacVenture style, like, games. Or the actual MacVenture games themselves. You get a bunch of junk and red herring items. Can I use... Look, he won't mind. Bang! Oh. Tongs, quill, axe. Can I ask you a question? You still can't quite grip the noose. You will have to get a bit higher. Oh. It was actually trying to, like, cut him down. Well, I have no way of getting up. And I lost my rope, so I ain't climbing anything. Alright. That was writing that in the journal. What a quaint establishment. In a different time, I would quite fancy swilling a hearty ale or sipping a sweet mead with the local color. It has held up remarkably. I wonder if I might find an intact cask or two in the Undercroft. Never again. Never again. Immediately just, I wonder if I can... You know what? Never mind. Never again. I intend to never set foot in that building again. Never before could I believe that evil was anything other than poor choices, ill notions, or acts of madness. I suspect that belief has just changed. Now, evil has a paradigm, a quantitative, tangible representation. I fear that my change in perspective may now interfere with my work. Can I stay true to my reasoned scientific process while dealing with the dark foreboding clouding my psyche, and an immeasurable new profusion of variables corrupting my observations? How can I retain rational thought in an irrational environment? After the horrors I witnessed in the tavern hall, I dread to imagine what may lie in the Undercroft. Guy gets a little fancy with the words here. I'm sorry, trying to read it's like, I don't know. Go around. A whitewashed stone cottage sits weathered and decayed. One wall has collapsed, leaving the interior exposed to the snow and scouring wind. And what is this? Is this a fruit or is this like a Christmas ornament? A pair of shriveled apple trees languish in front of the house. Alright, well, it's an apple. The apple is too high to reach. Not if I use my axe. Tongs? Use the quill. Use the pistol. Shoot it down. Oh, maybe use the knife to cut it down? Nope. Okay, we just can't reach it. The door has been shattered with the frame busted in. Smashed remains of rotting furniture cover the floor. Digging through it was fruitless. Everything has all been reduced to splinters and rotted pulp. A small, long, abandoned garden retained perennial grasses and herbs now withered and frozen in the sod. Perennial? How did I pronounce? Perennial, whatever. Didn't we already read that on a different screen? Alright, well, so there's apples in the tree. Where'd my pencil go? I'm gonna put apple tree because that's too bright for me to not need it as an item. Now, which way did I come from? I can see how you get a little disoriented from this. This goes towards the tree. Maybe this goes inward beyond it. Nope. A windowless monolithic black spire thrusts towards the heavens. It stands in stark contrast to the glistening white snow surrounding it. Snow that lands upon the spire melts immediately. You feel warmth radiating from it. Two immersed iron doors seal the only entrance. There's no obvious way to open them. Oh, stop doing that! Jesus Christ! I don't know what's worse, the sound or the flashing of him in front of me. I think it's the sound because it's so bloody loud. Oh. This wasn't like supposed to be like a horror game or anything like that. I'm not supposed to get scared, but like, dude, I'm trying to focus. I'm like, okay, I'm reading stuff and just shriek noises and then dudes in my face. Hello, fellow person. I have enjoyed perusing your brain. I shall endeavor to know you even better and soon. What a jolly era you exist in. The technology is charming, quite quaint. As you have been such a generous host, I shall grant you a boon in kind. My gifts may be considered overly grand, even magnanimous, but the response can be overwrought. Do you like this tower? They worshipped me as a deity after construction. You may have gathered that this minaret is an anachronistic architectural anomaly. Consider the structure as a tuning fork or battery jar for particular scientific energies, specific energies. It was purely practical from my standpoint, truly a gift that cut both ways. Do keep guard of your corporeal form. We will need it. Fucking... Let me read the journal of that. I do not know where to start. I experienced what I can only describe as a disassociative spell. My head still presents a lingering pain, merely an annoyance now, but just moments ago I feared my death was forthcoming. Disembodied voices and incorporeal forms appeared to me amongst the mist at the tower. I felt both inside and beside my own body. Was it the tower that emitted the most awful piercing frequency? I had to flee to maintain my sanity. It is a shame, for I longed to study the fabrication methods and materials used to create such an anachronistic marvel. I could not ascribe a culture nor date to the monument. The only ancient wonders that bear any scrap of resemblance in my mind are the obelisk of Axiom, or the Abu Dulaf minaret, but even those are creative comparisons. What was built first, the town or the tower? The black stone is an enigma, for no masonry joints or marks are visible with even the closest scrutiny. I must unlock these mysteries. I shall return, investigate with a full team. I found a site truly worthy enough to encompass my life's work. Good for you, buddy. On that note, we're going to take a breather here. We'll go ahead and end this one for now. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Scoob. I'm turning into Shaggy. Zoink, Scoob. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we still have more of this town to explore. I can see why some people mention it can be a little confusing in the town with the layout and the directional things kind of getting lost. I'm trying not to miss any buildings, but we'll keep exploring the town here and see what else we find in the next video.